How's it going, everybody? I'm here today playing Factorio. It is a base building resource management game currently in Steam Early Access. And I think one of the most unique aspects to this game is the fact that it's actually isometric, which we haven't seen since, the late, maybe early 2000s, and late 1990s. So I'm actually excited to give this a try. Here we have the new campaign. I don't think there was a tutorial. Nope, there isn't. Like I said, it's currently in early access. So, there's a lot to be developed here yet. And the developers are actually updating it quite frequently. So it looks very promising. The reviews so far are overwhelmingly positive. So I think, if anything, this might set a precedent for isometric games can still be well received, can still be successful in today's gaming climate, which would be great news for a lot of other genres that have been great in the past when they were isometric, but then suffered in ratings when they made the move to three-dimensional engines. So we're going to start here with the base first steps, I think. You have just landed on the surface of an unknown planet. There is no one to help you. You need to learn how to craft your first tools and set up simple machines to ease your work. But beware, you are not alone. Now, I don't think there is supposed to be a whole lot of combat in this game. And you can see here reloading it. Look at those trees. They're great. Haven't seen sprites like that for a while. That escape module saved my life. I'm afraid the others were not so lucky. But this game is more about building up a factory or economy than anything else. This window will occasionally pause the game and give you some hints. You can continue the game by pressing tab. That's an unusual decision. Space, enter, usually, but tab, okay. You can always find the current objective in this window. So the upper corner will show my current objective or task. And so far we don't have any objectives. Use WASD to move around. I approve. Look, we can actually control our little guy. I wonder if I could use something from the rack. Check if there is something useful in the shipwreck. Access it by left mouse button. Okay. I don't think this is a shipwreck. There's an iron plate in it. How do we drag it? It says move the iron plates over there. Your inventory is on the left. You can't move things by right-clicking. That's very interesting. Oh, I probably have to press tab first. There we go. Move the iron plates from the rack into your inventory. Okay, we just got some small amount of iron and close the GUI. Press E. So, what do we have here? Medium shipwreck. Okay, we're supposed to open the character GUI by pressing E. On the right-hand side are your recipes. Left-clicking on the recipe will craft the depicted item. Right, tab again. The number on the recipe means how many times that object can be crafted. When you hover over the recipe, you'll see what ingredients are needed. As you can see, hovering over here. Craft the iron axe. Not sure we have enough ingredients. It says we need 2 iron sticks. Maybe we already have them. Okay, this is your crafting queue, lower left corner. Immediate objects required for a recipe are crafted automatically. I'm not sure exactly what that means. The iron axe has automatic. Okay, that's what I meant by automatically. The iron axe has been automatically equipped in the tool slot. Close the GUI by pressing E again. It looks like iron ore over there. Over where? Get close to the iron ore. Hover the cursor over it until the yellow rectangle appears. I'm looking for the iron ore right here. It is. And the left side of the map. When you hover over an entity, useful detailed information appears in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Yes, indeed. This is actually a great tutorial. Mine iron. Hold the right mouse button. There we go. 2 out of 4. 3 out of 4. 4 out of 4. If only I could smelt that iron somehow. Craft stone furnace. Press E and check your recipes. Okay, right there is the stone furnace. Not enough ingredients. We need some stone. Alrighty. I think we have some stone right here. Start mining. Double check. How much did I need? I needed 5 stone. I have 2 out of 5. 3, 4, 5. It actually says right next to the amount that I just gathered. So I should be able to craft it now. Yep. Check the quick bar for things you can build. Select the stone furnace and place it on the ground by pressing the left mouse button. All right, there we go. Open the furnace, GUI, press the left mouse button. Here we are. Insert iron ore into the resource slot of the stone furnace. So we have two slots. One's a fuel slot and one's a resource slot. I'm gonna stick the iron ore into the resource slot. Insert fuel into the stone furnace. Coal or wood will do it. Okay, we're gonna have to go down here and get some coal. Happened to notice this coal over here before. I'm not sure how much we're gonna need. We're just gonna get 5. I think that will be sufficient for starters. I'm not even sure. Did I get 5 there or did I get 4? Got 5. Great. The stone furnace is now smelting the iron ore into iron plates. Okay. That was a piece of cake. That's what they said, not me. Get processed iron plates from the stone furnace. Okay, we have 3 of them available right now. There we go. All right. Craft the burner mining drill. Okay, we're gonna go into our inventory. Stone furnace. Right here we have the burner miner drill. We need a stone furnace and ×3 iron gear wheels. Here we have the iron gear wheels. We can craft them. How many more do I need? Okay, got enough of those. Need more iron plates, and I'm going to need to build another furnace. So we got some resource mining to do. Okay, we can craft another stone furnace now. And I keep forgetting what I need. I need more iron plates. Okay, back to the furnace we have. Okay, we have enough to build the burner mining drill. So I'm going to craft that, and it's now in our inventory. Place the burner mining drill on the ground over some resources. Okay, let's put it over the... Insert some fuel into the burner mining drill. We don't have any fuel. I gotta go and mine some more coal. Oops. Wrong button. You gotta right-click to mine. 5 should do it. And let's fill her up. It's working! It's working. Yes, that is what the character said. The mining drill drops mined resources in front of it. Pick up the item mined by the mining drill, press F while standing next to it. That's interesting, it drops it here on the ground. Do that. I could put something here to collect the resources from the mining drill. I was thinking the exact same thing. Craft a wooden chest. Here we are, wooden chest. We need some wood. I better go in, I don't know, I guess we can chop some trees here, yeah. There's 4 wood. Trees are not an infinite resource. I think that should be enough. And we can now craft the wooden chest. So there we go. Put the wooden chest under the drop position of the mining drill. Okay, it shows green. The resources are now collected in the wooden chest. Excellent. Gather at least 3 resource items in the wooden chest. Collect at least 3 resource items in the wooden chest. Take items from the wooden chest. Here we go. We got, it's iron ore. Great, I learned something today. I should go around and inspect this strange place for a bit. Okay, so it looks like we have actually completed this level. Victory, time played 6 minutes and 43 seconds. Let's continue on to the next level. Here we are. Got some train tracks going on. Looks like an old abandoned mining site. I wonder what the robotic arm is for. This machine is running out of fuel. Okay. Open the machine's GUI, press the left mouse button. Insert the fuel inside. Okay, we got plenty of ore. This is called a burner inserter. It picks up items in front of it and places them behind. It's an interesting thing. It can insert or unload stuff into and from machines. Okay, so it's like a big mechanical arm that's loading these machines right here, the burner drill. Inspect the wooden chest. There might be something useful left. Okay, this is the wooden chest. Yeah, we actually have a pistol, a regular magazine, transporter belt, burner inserter, and coal. So I guess we're just going to take the things I think are useful. There we go. Guns and ammo must be equipped in the framed slot to be active. Okay, equip the gun. You can use the shortcut shift plus left mouse button to do so. That's an iron axe. I'm not sure where my gun is. Okay, here. It went somewhere. Oh, it went back into the chest. Okay, we're just gonna stick. Okay, we can't put it there. Pistol cannot be used as mining tool. Yeah. Okay. Equip ammunition. You can use the shortcut shift plus left mouse button as well. Shift plus left mouse button's not apparently working for me. But when enemies are close, you can fire at them by holding space. The enemy closest to the cursor will be shot. So apparently it has some sort of auto targeting. Well, oh no, I can't. Did I shoot? Kill the biters before they got you. Fire by holding space. They are dead, but there might be more coming. Yeah, I'm not. I can't strafe to the best of my knowledge here. The second inserter is reversed. So apparently it's not working for us. When building something, use R to rotate before building. I can press R. I should create some basic resource flow before I go for electric power. Build machines, miner drill, stone furnace. We're gonna need to build some mining drills and some stone furnaces. Wow. There's actually quite a bit to complete there. We have a burner inserter and a transporter belt right now. And we got some fuel here. And another burner inserter and transporter belt. Crafting menu, let's see what we need. We need iron gears, which require iron plates. We need a stone furnace and 3 iron plates. Okay, so we're gonna need a lot. We're gonna have to craft a lot. I'm not sure. Okay, is everything? I think everything is going into this box. I don't have to worry about mining the coal. Plenty of that. But this thing I don't have. So we have iron ore. I don't think are these working? No, it's not working. I'm not sure why. Can we turn on the furnace? I said I could press R to rotate it, but nothing seems to happen when I press R. So we're gonna need a lot of stone furnaces. Gonna need stone. I have iron, copper. Is there any stone here? Some stone. Not a whole lot of it, but there was 75 right here. Actually, there was 406. I spent a lot of time mining the stone. I should use my first burner mining drill to mine it for me. Okay, that would make sense. But unfortunately, I need iron plates and an iron gear yet. Let's build the stone furnace. Oh, I think I already had a stone furnace. Okay. This is a stone furnace? Yeah, here we have a stone furnace. I need to start crafting some stuff. I'm going to need fuel. So there we go. And I'm gonna stick the fuel in, and also we need to craft the iron ore. Okay, we need some metal plates. Can I make metal plates? I'm not sure what's happening to all my stuff here. Is it? Okay, there's one iron plate, and I'm all out of this stuff. I'm probably doing this the inefficient way, to be honest. I mean, I think that is one aspect that... I mean, how does this work? It has enough coal. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. Oh, there, now I can rotate it. Cool. I can rotate it when it's just standing still. Okay, so what I need to do... Oops. I can't rotate the stove? No, I can't. I'm not sure I understand it. The burner inserter does what? Yeah, the transport belt. See, I'm not... The inserter should be working. It should be... But our machines are not doing anything. This machine needs more fuel. Hey, I can actually move standing on this belt. Look at that. It's nice. It's realistic. We're running out of fuel here. Oops, that was the wrong thing. I was supposed to click on this. Yeah, okay. See, that one's out of fuel. This one isn't, and yet it's not doing anything. I keep opening up my crafting menu. I don't understand what's wrong with these. Am I supposed to rotate them more? Ah, now it's working. I think that was it. Or is it working? It's making little clicking noises, but I don't see anything happening yet. No, it's not working. We can zoom in some more. Can I delete any buildings? See, ideally, it should be feeding it into the furnace, right? It should be digging it up here and feeding it immediately into the furnace, but it's not. Okay, I'm going to put a burner inserter down. Is that going to do anything? No. I see there's some metal here on the transport belt. How come it won't feed it into the forge? Because the forge isn't rotated, I guess. But I can't rotate it. It won't rotate when I click on it. Oh, there we go. I have to rotate the burner arm. Okay, now we're moving. Yeah, this is definitely the more efficient way to go about making the materials I need. And that is what the Factorial is all about, really. I mean, you don't want... The idea behind it is that you're not going to be standing around and mining everything yourself. You know, there's progression in terms of your efficiency, which I agree with completely, because too many of these games in the later game, the survival kind of games, they still make you do very repetitive stuff over and over again. Okay, we're going to start crafting some gears. Okay, I just built another burner miner drill, and we're going to put that on top of the stone, I think. So we're going to get our stone being mined for us. And I'm going to need some wood for a box. There we go. And now we'll start producing, hopefully. There's a stone. Yeah, this is much more efficient than mining it by hand. We're going to need some more coal to fuel our coal machines here. Want to make sure all the engines keep running. And go and collect my stone. Got 12 of it already. Much faster. Wow, I'm liking this already. Once you get it all set up and working, you know. 37. Wow. That is a lot. So I need to make 5 more mining drills. Oh, we're being attacked. Got it done, though. So we have, yeah, we should have enough mining drills now. Start placing them down. We already have one in the stone. I suppose it doesn't matter a lot. I'm going to put one over here on top of the copper. Is this copper? And now we're up to 6. So we're going to put 2 in the copper, 2 in the stone, I think. Can we fit 2? Yeah. And we have 2 more to go. Let's just put another 2 over here. 1 there, and 1 on top of the iron. Okay, 10 of 10. Now we just need 5 more stone furnaces. Uh-oh, we're being attacked again. Those things can come out of nowhere. Okay, well, we have enough stoves now. And I imagine the idea is to set them up somewhere where they can be fed into. Not exactly sure I have this all set up the way I should, though. I can't rotate them. So maybe it's not too important where I place them. Just stick a couple of them there. If I connect it all correctly, I should be able to get resources needed for electrical power soon. Okay. I'm going to need a lot of resources if I want to start some serious expansion. I don't know how to deselect something once I have. Maybe I just click it again? Yeah, okay. You just stiff it. You just stick it back in your inventory. But this has gone on for long enough, and I think this gives you an idea of what Factorio is about. Look at that. It's a big map. And of course it is isometric, so you have those great sprites from back in the day. And we have enemies. Probably should not have gone out this far. This might be a fitting way to go out guns blazing. No, I think we got him done though. But yeah, it's got a great aesthetic. That it's great to see that this aesthetic still works in 2016, because I think there are a lot of people who are betting, a lot of game developers who are betting that it won't. And a Factorio can be the one to prove that it can work. You may actually see more great looking games like this fully modernized for the year that it's made in. It's amazing what we can do nowadays with the computing power that we have. So yeah, that is Factorio. Like I said before, it is currently in Steam Early Access, but it's looking great already. And I think it has some real potential here. The assembly line, the production chains that you can really set up here. I mean, what I did was nothing. I think you could really set up something to be that could almost contend with stuff like SimCity or any of those other games. It's a little bit of a different genre, but it's kind of like that, where you got to get everything set up efficiently. You got an entire industry with resources and everything running, and it looks great. So thank you very much for watching. This has been Factorio Early Access Edition, and I hope to see you next time.